All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the last issue of Kelly Jones. This is The Hammer, The Outsider, issue number 3 of 3 from Dark Horse. Nice cover, by the way. Love the colors. I'm enjoying this series a lot. There's some duds, in here when it comes to story or pacing. But this is a banger, in my opinion. So let's dive in. So, in the last issue, we see, if you want to check it out, just watch my reviews, right? That's probably the easiest way to catch up. Subscribe to my channel and all the YouTube jazz, and leave a comment below in the video. That helps me with my algorithms. Anyway, so the Hammer, the alien, and the black racist cop is here. And there was sorceress. There was some kind of a sacrifice, stuff in here. And they found a girl, and because he says the sorcerers have gone. I hear sobbing. My name is Tommy. I'm not really a girl. I'm afraid I have to pee, and I don't know how this thing works. That's not the worst of it, Tommy. You will also have to deal with menstruation. Yeah. So Tommy here was a little boy in the last issue. So the body of this witch, which is this, has body swapped. So she's now in Tommy's body and vice versa. Only Tommy is just a little, 9-year-old boy, I guess. And suddenly monsters are coming, attacking, and it's saying bite, claw, kill, rip, tear, chew. But then the alien comes in and slices, what is the nose, probably, in two. And I love it that we see all these things in the inside here, right? And also the racist cop saves him, blowing his brains out. We see all this brain matter. There's some gore in here. I like that. So the alien says, I'm glad I didn't cut your throat. Goddamn, both of you. So the Hammer says, hey, I know where we need to go, but we need a plane. So racist cop says, I know where we can find that. And you, Tommy, must learn the art of feminine hygiene. It's complicated. I do not envy you the task. I love this very dry humor. I mean, we all forget that, the hammer or the thing on its head is an alien parasite, right? So it's human emotion is all over the place. Anyway, so he says, hey, where's the professor anyway? So the professor is, grabbing some candy because his body or this parasite needs a lot of fuel, right? So the black racist guy says, I believe this, or is it maybe, no, the alien says, these coordinates put us in the middle of the ocean. There's something terrible must reside there. Yes, says the Hammer. And you're about to tell me what it is, even if I don't want to know. Yes, so it's, like I said, he's very dry. So he explains. Millions of years before humanity dominated the planet, the Earth was ruled by a race that inhabit the oceans. This race dreamed of a common dream. The dream directed them to divert all their energies to building a city that began at the seafloor and loomed like a gigantic mountain above the water. It was the center of power and a place of worship for their new god, Great Cthulhu. Man, this looks great. I love Cthulhu lore. Cthulhu has been depicted in they have some similar, he looks similar almost in every depiction, right? But they are changing it here and there, making it more different. And I like that, right? He has also this, these demon wings and this, of course, these tentacles around his face. Pretty nice. So in the plane, so the racist cop says, why do you care about this, Clark? This isn't your home. So, an alien called Clark. My world is a dimension separate from this, although it inhabits the same physical space. If your world falls, my world follows, and countless trillions here and there will die. My life is meaningless if I fail to fight. So he just, I don't know, being in shock. Can I have a payday? So I didn't know at first what it was, but it seems that this candy here are called paydays. And he says, yes, they are my favorite. So he says, do you desire a snack? He says, no, I do not eat. So there's a lot of 13 hours later, I mean, if you are bored with these, a weird parasite on a head and an alien creature or a creature from another dimension, I think 13 hours of flight must be really taxing. Anyway, so they are landing here on the water in some kind of a fog, right? And so Racist Cop says, why now? I mean, why is this all happening now? Now, this is going to be great. So the Hammer says, as far as I can ascertain, evil has increased since the formation of America. You don't have to tell me. People in your country have created a culture that threatens all it encounters. They spread an influence that poisons others on this planet as well as outside. So this is some very anti-American rhetoric here. Americans are born and raised with the conviction that they have rights, but few actually understand what they are. That empowers even the weakest to think that they matter as much as the Most High. The energy this creates weakens the whole ones. This philosophy gives rise to free will. No power can stand against this, whether demon or politician. Magic withers in its face. Even my own race cowers at the thought. So the alien says, I hear something. So what happened is that monsters come from the fog, and he cleaves them almost in two, right? And more Cthulhu, eldritch monsters, if you can call it that, coming from out of the water, right? And the hammer does what the hammer does: cutting and cleaving and maiming. Love it. He says there are too many. So the alien says, then I shall fight by your side. So Racist Cop says, I've been fighting my whole life. Let me help too. And don't tell me a gun won't work. Well, it won't work. Again, the dry humor is great. We see more maiming, viscerations, but then, the alien chimes in, right? And he says, Clark, you're back. And then the Racist Cop saves him. And he said, is it that you saved me? Guess I won't be hearing any crap about my gun, says he with a smug face. And he says, well, this is happening. Well, don't say that, dude. He is in total shock. And again, we see all this internal stuff. I like that. Boone is mortally wounded. Your magic can save him. I dare not use it needlessly. Saving him is not a priority. Then the only act remaining is one of mercy. I like the reflection here. So in the beginning, before I saw this, I thought, oh, he wants to kill him, like in issue 2. But then he just slices off his arm and reattaches his arm to Boone's body, and that he says he will live now. I mean, is it that easy? How about the blood loss, the shock? How does it function internally, right? It doesn't make any sense. He says, I will keep this from him. And then they see this boat, and it seems that the summoning is already occurring, right? Looks great, man. And it's not a boat, it's a ship, I guess. So they're entering the ship or the boat. Cease your black magic, or I'll sever your heads. Welcome to this day of joy. So this is Tommy, this body of Tommy. They attack him. They're getting blasted away. I also love this. So he wants to use the magic, and then it says poof, and he says, I have no more magic. Now this guy, I'm not sure if this is Tommy or someone else. They are just body swapping constantly every so years, right? So these sorcerers are living forever, constantly body swapping. And so he says he's going to call forth Zahak the Shifter. And he said the spell must be perfect cast to bring him forth. So he comes, but then Zahak says, blasphemer. And this guy's foaming. What is wrong? Why do you shake? Is this part of the spell? There will be 1,000 years of suffering before you die. Torment upon torment, no two alike. So I think, why is he doing that? What's going on? Now, the hammer is going to explain. Stand back. Zahak must be distended. His anus and sending them to hell. I do not have time to cast them down. Then we fight. It would be pointless. So, and then the hammer uses the pistol, and the Zaga is exploding. I think I sent him back. So he says, how? Bone's blood is on the gun. It was shed in sacrifice. The blood may have provided the power, either that or the hollow point bullets. Why did Zahak eat them? Oh yeah, this is cool. The sorcerer said the invocation must be cast perfectly. I couldn't prevent the sorcerer from possessing the boy, but it was able to hide his epilepsy. I hope that the stress of working the spell might trigger a seizure. The misspoken plea was an insult to Zahak. Wait, what? Okay, coming back to that in a second. My powers are too weak to close the vein. And he says, you go home, right? So enter the rift and I shall stay behind. So the alien says, if cold water strikes the boilers of the ship, the resultant explosion will close the rift. Yes, you are correct. I will do as you say. No, you continue the fight. If this world falls, mine will soon follow. I will do the task. And they look at each other. I do not belong here. Maybe you do. May I have a payday? They are my favorites. I can see why. So, and Racist Cup is also awake. He says, yeah, I'm okay. Now, going back to this epilepsy thing, that is some kind of a plot armor, right? Because in this whole book, nobody talks about or have mentioned, those sorcerers, or one of the sorcerers, or the boy, having epilepsy, as far as I know, unless I missed that particular part in issue 2. But saying that the plot, that he has epilepsy, therefore the spoken incantation went wrong. It's just, let's put it in there as a plot armor. It's just comes out of nowhere. But it was also ridiculous and just subtly there. It made me laugh. Anyway, so they are Boone and the hammer of flying away, and they are silenced because of the sacrifice the alien has made for them, right? Later, at Miss Catonic campus, the hammer goes to his daughter. I mean, the human part of hammer is going to his daughter. I wish to apologize for my rudeness the other day, Samantha. It's okay, Daddy. You carry a gun, Dad? A friend thought I should. I didn't throw out your Twinkies. I was thinking about that. Maybe you can make something out of this stuff. I would like to try. And I can make a chocolate pie for dessert. So they're having a very nice father alien parasite moment here. I like that. So what happened to Boone? Well, he's going off the deep end. He is shouting on the streets that doom is near, that the end is coming. And people thinking, I wonder where he got those sandals. Why with all I pay in taxes, people should be locked up. The way we treat this planet, we're the monsters. Hey, God doesn't care, man. And this is the perfect ending. I love this. I love this so much. I didn't see this coming at all with this alien arm here. So that's the end. That's the end of the book. It was a fun 3-parter. I must say, there were parts that was a little bit slow, but I believe this, when it comes to ending from the Hammer Volume 1 and 2. This is Volume 2, by the way. The ending of all these volumes is just the best, in my opinion. Guys, let me know what you think about this comic. See you on the next video. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.